Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, we are discussing a new grammar topic, that is active and passive voice, and in the previous videos we have discussing so many rules, we have seen so many examples, and we have seen the different steps that we have to follow when we are converting one sentence from active to passive voice. And in the previous video we have seen imperative sentences also. We have seen what imperative sentence actually mean, and what are the different structures that we have to follow when we convert any imperative sentence into passive voice. And I am very much sure that all these rules, all these different steps, different rules that we have discussed, all the examples that we have seen, everything is clear to you all. And in today's video we will see some other rules, some more examples. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video, that is based on this topic, that is active and passive voice. So students, now let's see some other things that can be there in the sentence of active voice. And yes, we have to follow certain rules when we when we are converting those sentences into passive voice. So let's see what we are having here. Now the point is passive to double object. So first of all we have to understand what double object actually mean, what kind of this sentence जहाँ double object होते हैं, और अगर हमने इस sentence को recognize कर लिया that this sentence is having double object, तो उन सेंटेंस को हम चेंज कैसे करेंगे, कन्वर्ट कैसे करेंगे, all these are the things that we will discuss, that we will learn here. So let's read. Sometimes verb in the active voice takes two objects. So yes, sometimes we can have such sentence in which we are having two objects, a direct object and an indirect object. So when we are having two objects, so yes, one of them is known as direct object and the second one is known as indirect object. Either of them may be used as the subject in the passive voice. Now this thing is clear that when we are writing a sentence in the passive voice, then obviously our sentence, it will start with the object, but now we are having two objects are there in the sentence. So obviously we are having this kind of question in our mind कि हम कौन सा object choose करें sentence को start करने के लिए. So for that we are having this thing that either of them may be used as the subject in the passive voice. So at that time we are having two options. We can make our passive voice in two forms because we are having two objects. So we can make two sentences that we can start with either of the object. So now let's see some of the example of such sentence in which we are having double objects, and let's see how we can make passive voice of this sentence. We will see both the options that we are having. So let's see the first one. Sentence is Sita gave me a flower. So observe the sentence very carefully, observe the structure of the sentence. Sita, that is subject. Why Sita is the subject? Because Sita is the doer of the action. What is the action verb here? Action is to give. So who is giving? Sita is giving. So obviously Sita is the subject. Now we are having gave. Gave is a main verb and that is second form of the main verb, and we are having no subject, no helping verb in the sentence. So it means this is past simple tense, right? Now we are having me. So yes, me is the object and a flower, this is also object. So yes, this is the example of a double object. In this sentence we are having two objects. So it means we are having two options here, and in two ways we can convert this sentence into passive voice. So let's see the first one. First of all we are taking this object, a flower, in the beginning. So we are writing a flower. Next, this is obvious that this is past simple tense and we are using was and were, and for flower, that is singular, we are using was. So was, that is helping verb. After that given, that is the main verb. Next we are adding to me, and now the doer, or we can say the subject, that is Sita. So the first option that we can make, that we can use is a flower was given to me by Sita. Clear? Now we are having one more option, and now this time we can use me, and because when we are using me as a subject, so we have to change the case. So now we are converting the objective case into subjective case and we are writing I. Okay, next we have follow the same thing, helping verb, then main verb, or we can say first form of the main verb, then the other object, and in the end of the sentence by Sita. So this will be the structure. I was given a flower by Sita. Okay, so one more time I am repeating this thing that sometimes we can have two objects in the sentence. So at that time we are having two options कि हम दोनों में से कौन से subject से sentence अपना start करें. So two objects are there, so yes, two options are there as well. So in these two ways we can convert this sentence into passive voice. Observe the structures very carefully, students. When we are writing a flower in the beginning of the sentence, then we are adding to also, and the sentence will be a flower was given to me by Sita. One more example we are having here. I bought her a handkerchief. Here also in this sentence, I, this is the subject, bought, this is the main verb. Again there is no helping verb in this sentence, so this is also past simple because bought, this is the second form of the main verb, her is the object, and a handkerchief, this is also the object. So yes, we are having two objects, double objects are there in this sentence. So we are having two options here and we can convert this sentence using any of them. So let's see the first option that we are having. A handkerchief was bought for her by me, and the second option is she was bought a handkerchief by me. Okay, so this is the example in which we are having double object, and these are the two options that we are having in front of us, and using any one of them we can convert this sentence into passive voice. Just be careful regarding the structure, and yes, you have to follow the proper structure when we are converting the sentence into passive voice. Next, moving ahead, we are having another important thing, very important thing, and now this time we will discuss these two words, who and whom. So why these two words are very important? So let's see, let's read, and let's try to understand. If in active voice we are having one sentence starting with who, then in the passive voice we have to convert who into by whom, and the structure will be as. So first of all, this thing is clear that if we are having who in the beginning, so that is the interrogative sentence, right? So if we are having one interrogative sentence and that interrogative sentence starts with who, so if we are having who in the beginning of the sentence and when we are converting that sentence into passive voice, so yes, we have to convert who into by whom. Okay, and this is the structure that we have to follow at that time. So yes, who, it will be converted into by whom. After that we have to write the auxiliary verb according to that, okay, according to the tense that we are having in active voice, and then object, and then there will be third form of the main verb. So this is the structure, and students, be very careful that if you are having who, then you have to convert that who into by whom. Okay, and this is the reason यहाँ पे by end में नहीं आया है. Okay, हम पहले ही who को by whom में convert कर देंगे. So let's see some of this example that how we have to do this thing actually. So the first example is who stole the purse. So students, this read this sentence carefully and you will notice this thing that when we are having who, so obviously in the sentence there is no subject. Why there is no subject? Because the answer of this question is the subject. Now read one more time. The sentence is who stole the purse, and now suppose I am saying that Ramesh stole the purse, so Ramesh is the subject. So in the sentence in which we are having who, so in such sentence we don't have any subject. Why? I hope that is clear to you all, because the answer of this question is the subject. So there is no subject, and we are having stole, that is second form. It means this is past simple tense. And now observe the structure of the passive voice, how we have to convert. So according to the rule that we have discussed, who, it will be converted into by whom. So first of all we will write by whom. After that we are writing was, that is helping verb, then the purse, that is object, and then there will be main verb, or we can say third form of the main verb. So yes, this is the structure, and learn very carefully. You have to learn this structure that when we are having who, so that who, it will be converted into by whom, and there will be no subject in the sentence. After that we have to write the helping verb, then there will be the object, and after that there will be the third form of the main verb. Let's see some more example to clear this thing. Next is who made you sleep. So suppose I am saying that my my mother made me sleep. So this is the reason subject is not there in the question, because subject will be in the answer. So there is no subject, and because we are having who in the beginning of the sentence, so when we are converting this active voice into passive voice, so who, it will be converted into by whom. After that, were, why were, because we are having you here as an object, so here we will use were, and then we will write our third form of the main verbs, it will be made. So yes, passive voice, it will be by whom were you made sleep. Next example, who taught you English? Again there is no subject, because the answer will be the subject, because question is who taught you English. So if suppose I am saying that Miss Sharma taught me English, so she is the doer, she is the subject, and this is the question. So yes, there is no subject, but we are having who. So when we are converting the sentence into passive voice, so who, it will be by whom. Next, helping verb, that will be were. Next, our object, and then third form of the main verb, that is taught. So passive voice will be by whom were you taught English. One more example we are having here, who was teaching him English. So this is a different tense, because in this sentence, in this and this also, we were having past simple tense, but now we are having past continuous tense. So let's see this example also, and let's see one sentence of past continuous tense, but the rules that will be exactly same. Who, it will be converted into by whom. Next, we are writing the helping verb, and now here you have to be careful that was and being, these two words won't come together. In between we have to write the object, okay, and after that same thing, third form of the main verb. So sentence is who was teaching him English, and the passive voice will be by whom was he being taught English. Okay, so this is very important. If we are having who in the active voice, so in the passive voice, that who will be converted into by whom. Next, if in the active voice we are having whom, it will be converted into who in the passive voice, and the structure will be. Now we are having second part of this point, and according to that, if in the active voice we are having whom, then when we are making a passive voice sentence, passive voice structure, so this whom, now it will be converted into who. Okay, so this is very interesting point that we are having. So according to this, if we are having who in the active voice, so then in passive voice you have to convert who into by whom. Okay, we have seen examples also, but now we are having that if we are having whom in the active voice, then in the passive voice that whom will be converted into who, and this will be the structure. So let's read the structure. First of all, we have to write who, after that our auxiliary verb, or we can say helping verb, then there will be main verb, and then by plus a subject. So now we will have subject in the sentence. Okay, so let's see some of the examples to clear this thing. So let's see first one, whom did you laugh at? So in this sentence we are having whom in the beginning of active voice. So when we convert this active voice in the passive voice, so according to the rule, according to the structure that we have discussed, first of all we will convert this whom into who, right? After that we have to write the helping verb. This is the past simple tense because we are having did. So again we have to use was or were. So here we are writing was, then laughed, that is the third form of the main verb, and in the end we are writing you, and we are adding by. So this will be the structure. Active voice is whom did you laugh at, and the passive voice will be who was laughed at by you, right? So yes, we have to convert whom into who when we are converting active voice into passive voice. More examples we are having here. Next is whom have you helped. Again we are having whom. So first of all we will convert this whom into who. Next we are having present perfect tense here because we are having have plus third form. So we have to add been. So our helping verb will be has been, then third form, and in the end by you, that is the subject. So active voice is whom have you helped, and the passive voice is who has been helped by you. So student, observe one thing very careful here, that in all these sentences we are having no object actually. Why we are having no object? Because when we are having one question with whom, so obviously the object is the answer, right? जैसे हमने who के sentence करे थे, so उन sentence में subject नहीं था. Why? Because subject was the answer only. And now when we are having whom as a question word, so now we are having no object because object is the answer only. Okay, so ये बहुत important difference है जो आपको बहुत ही carefully learn करना है. So now we are having no object in the sentence, right? Next is whom do you like most to. So first of all we are converting whom into who, then adding helping verb, then third form of the main verb, and in the end of the sentence we are writing subject by adding by here. Okay, so sentence is whom do you like most, and the passive voice will be who is liked most by you. Okay, so yes, this is very important when we are having who or whom. So I am repeating one more time. If we are having who in the beginning of active voice, then at that time when we are making passive voice, so we have to convert that who into by whom, and yes, there will be no subject in the sentence. And when we are having whom in the active voice, then while making passive voice we have to convert that to whom into who, and in that sentence there will be no object. Clear? So students, now next we are having interrogative sentence. Okay, so yes, if we are having interrogative sentence in the active voice, then also we can convert the sentence in the passive voice. But the most important thing that you actually have to learn is that we cannot change the form of the sentence. Okay, if we are having interrogative sentence in the active voice, then in the passive voice also we have to make interrogative sentence only. Okay, so how we have to do the changes? Let's see some of the examples that we are having here. The first example is what are you doing? So this is the example of active voice that we are having here. What are you doing? In the beginning of the sentence we are having one WH word, we are having what, right? So when we are converting the sentence in the passive voice, so we have to understand this thing that we have to use the same WH word in the passive voice also. So we are having what, so passive voice it will also start it with what. So first of all we are writing what here. Okay, so next we are having are doing, that is present continuous tense. So we know that we have to add being, so we are writing what is being. Next do, third form of do, it will be done, and in the end we are writing by you. So the passive voice will be what is being done by you. Clear? So just understand this rule that we cannot change the pattern, or we can say the form of the sentence if we are having interrogative sentence in active voice. So yes, the passive voice will also be in the interrogative only, and if we are having any WH word in the beginning of the sentence, so the passive voice it will also start with the same WH word. Okay, and the other rules they will be same. We have to use third form of the main verb only, and you know जो helping verb है उसमें भी हमें वैसे ही changes करने हैं जो हमने अभी तक करे हैं. Okay, there will be no change in these rules. Next example we are having, did you write this book? So this is also interrogative sentence, but what is the difference between these two sentences? This sentence we were having one WH word here, right? But in this sentence we are having no WH word, but we are having one helping verb, or we can say one auxiliary we are having, that is did. Okay, so this sentence is did you write this book, but yes, this is also interrogative sentence. So in the passive voice also we have to maintain the same form of the sentence. We have to write one interrogative sentence only in the passive voice. So how we have to change, let's see. So first of all observe the tense. We are having did you write, so did plus first form, this is past simple tense. So if we are having past simple tense, then we have to use was or were in the passive voice according to the rule. So now we are having this book, that is a singular one. So for this book we are using was. Okay, next we are writing third form of the main verb, third form of write, it will be written, and in the end we are using you and we are adding by. So our answer is was this book written by you. Okay, so again I am clearing this thing that all the interrogative sentence that we are having in the active voice. So when we are converting in the passive voice, so we have to maintain the form, and they can be in the two categories. First, in which we are having any WH word. So in the passive voice also we have to use the same WH word, and if we are having any auxiliary, any modal auxiliary, we can have any helping verb we can have. So we can do the changes according to the rules that we have discussed, and the rules of the main verb, helping verb, they will be same. There no changes are there in the rules. Clear? Next, can you lift the box? So now we are having can, that is a modal. Okay, so yes, modal, they can be used in the beginning of the sentence. So now we are having can you lift the box. और हमने modals का भी rule अच्छे से पढ़ा है, that when we are having modals in the active voice, then in the passive voice we are to we have to use the same modal, and we have to add be with that modal. So here we are having can, so obviously in passive voice also we have to use can. So here we are writing can, but can and be, these two words cannot be together in interrogative sentence, because between these two words we have to write the object. Okay, so can the box be lifted by you? This will be the structure. Learn the structure very carefully. In interrogative sentence, can and be, these two words, they won't come together. In between there will be the object. Here in this sentence, the box is the object. So active voice was can you lift the box, and the passive voice will be can the box be lifted by you. Another example, have you submitted the project? So here we are having have plus third form. So this is present perfect tense. So now we all know that when we are having present perfect, so while making passive voice we have to add been. So our options are has been or have been. So look at the object, that is the project. The project, it's a singular one. So for singular, so we always use has. So again our answer will be has the project been. So in this sentence also we are not using has been, these two words together. In between these two words we are writing the object, because this is the structure of interrogative sentence. So our answer is has the project been submitted by you, and yes, question mark at the end of the sentence, because we cannot change the form. If you are having interrogative in active voice, then in making while making passive voice you have to maintain the same form, the same pattern that we are having in active voice. Clear? Next is, are you cooking the dinner? So this is present continuous tense. Are you cooking the dinner? And the object is the dinner. So dinner is a singular one. So for singular subjects we are writing is, but we have to add being. Okay, and again we have to follow the same rule, is and being, and in between these two words we are writing our object, that is the dinner. After that, third form of the main verb, and in the end of the sentence our subject, that is you. So active voice is are you cooking the dinner, and the passive voice will be is the dinner being cooked by you. Moving on, now we are having negative sentence. So yes, in active voice we can have negative sentence, and as I have told you earlier that we cannot change the form. If you are having positive in active voice, make your passive voice in positive. If you are having interrogative in active voice, make your passive voice in interrogative form. And if you are having negative in active voice, then your passive voice should be in negative form only. So let's see some of the examples of negative sentence. Let's see the observe the structure, that how can we convert the negative sentence from active voice to passive voice. So let's see the first one. He did not buy apple. So this is a negative sentence because we are having not, and we are having did not. So this is past simple tense, and we all know that we are having past simple tense. Then at a time, while converting that sentence into passive voice, we have to use was and were. So our object is apples because it is a plural object. So because of this thing we are writing were here. Okay, apples were not. Then third form of the main verb, that will be bought, because third form of buy is bought, and the end of the sentence by him. So active voice is he did not buy apples. Passive voice will be apples were not bought by him. Some more examples. They were not playing football. Again, it's a negative sentence. We are having not, and this is past continuous tense, were plus first form plus ing, and we have to add being, was being or were being. Our object is football because football is a singular one. So we are writing was being, okay, and not it will be there in between third form and subject. So our active voice is they were not playing football. Passive voice will be football was not being played by them. Next, children have not completed the assessment. So again, have not negative sentence, and this is present perfect tense. So we have to add been with has or have. Assessment, again it's a singular one. So for singulars we always write has. So has not been third form and then by the children. So sentence in active voice is children have not completed the assessment, and the passive voice is the assessment has not been completed by the children. Okay, clear? So in this way, just remember this thing that we can have positive, negative, interrogative or imperative, any form of the sentence in active voice. So when we are converting that sentence, so we have to follow the same form. We cannot change the form of the sentence. Negative active voice will be negative only in passive voice, okay, like in this way, because we have seen so many examples. More example we are having, Radha cannot sing a song. So in this example we are having modal, okay. So yes, negative sentence, they can have modal auxiliary also. So here we are having can not. So this is negative sentence. So we have learned this thing that when we are having modal, so we cannot change the modal. We have to use the same modal, but we have to add be, right? So now our object is a song. So first of all we are writing a song, then cannot be. So again can and be, these two words won't be together. In between there will be not. After that third form, and in the end of the sentence are a subject. So active voice is Radha cannot sing a song. Passive voice will be a song cannot be sung by Radha. Okay. Some more important rules we are having here. So let's see. Sentences with main clause and subordinate clause. So yes, this is another type of sentence in which we are having two clauses in one sentence, and one of them is known as the main clause and the other one is known as the subordinate clause. So if we are having such sentence as the active voice and we have to convert that sentence into passive voice, then what are the steps, what are the rules that we will see, that we will learn here. So let's read. Passive voice is made only of the main clause. So if we are having two clauses in the sentence and we are converting that sentence into passive voice, so just remember that you have to convert the main clause only in the passive voice. If active voice has we, they plus believe, hope, consider, think, know, these are some of the words, then the passive voice begins with it plus be plus believed, hoped, considered, thought, known or that. So this is the structure that we have to follow, and just learn जो main clause है sentence का, that will be converted in the passive voice only, और जो subordinate clause है उसे हम convert नहीं करेंगे. So let's see some of the example to clear this thing. Okay, first example is we know that English is an international language. So students, observe the sentence very carefully. After observing, it is very much clear, very much obvious that in this sentence we are having two clauses. Okay, first clause is we know, okay, and the second clause is English is an international language. So in this sentence, one is main clause is we know, and the subordinate clause is English is an international language. And according to the rule that we have discussed, that we have seen earlier, when we are having two clauses, then the main clause is only that we have to convert into passive voice. So main clause is we know, so we have to convert this much only in the passive voice. So what it will be? It will be it is known. Okay, so our passive voice, it will start with it is and third form of know, that is known. After that we have to write the same sentence. The subordinate clause, it will be there as it is, no change will be there in the subordinate clause. So after that we will continue with the same sentence and we will write, it is known that English is an international language. Okay, got it? So I am repeating one more time. If we are having two clauses in the sentence of the active voice, main clause and subordinate clause, so at that time when we are converting that sentence into passive voice, so we have to convert only the main clause that we are having. The subordinate clause, it will be as it is, उसको हम बिना चेंज किए as it is लिखेंगे, और जो मेन क्लोज है हम उसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे. कन्वर्ट कैसे करेंगे? द सेम रूल्स आर देयर. हमें यहाँ पे कौन सा टेंस दिया गया है? We know, it means this is present simple tense, and this is the reason we are using is as a helping verb, and our sentence, it will be started with it. Okay, and we are writing third form of the main verb. So yes, rules will be same, but the important thing is here that we are converting only main clause, subordinate clause, that we are writing in the same way. Okay, more examples we are having. People believe that honesty is the best policy. So in this sentence also we are having two clauses. People believe, this is the main clause, and honesty is the best policy, this is the subordinate clause. So when we are having two clauses, one is main clause, second is subordinate clause, so we have to convert only main clause in the passive voice. So main clause is people believe, so we know we have to start our sentence with it, and this is also present simple tense. So helping verb की तरह हम is लगाएंगे, and believe की third form, it will be believed, and after that we will continue with the same sentence. We will write the same subordinate clause. So yes, passive voice, it will be, it is believed that honesty is the best policy. Subordinate clause में हम कोई changes नहीं करेंगे. We will write जो हमें दिया गया है उसे as it is लिखेंगे, and the main clause, it will be converted into passive voice. Next, I asked the boy if he had done this work. So in this sentence also two clauses are here. The first one is I asked the boy. Second is he had done this work. So in this sentence I asked the boy, this is the main clause. So now when we are converting this sentence into passive voice, so we have to convert only main clause. So we have to write this sentence, the boy was asked by me, because we are converting this sentence, I asked the boy. So in this clause, I is the subject, asked, this is the main verb, and the boy is the object. So जब हम इतने पार्ट को कन्वर्ट कर रहे हैं तो सबसे पहले हम क्या लिखेंगे? The boy, that is the object. Asked, this is past simple. So according to that we are writing was, then third form asked and by me. Okay, so इतना जो main clause है उसको हमने passive voice में change कर दिया. It was I asked the boy. Passive voice is the boy was asked by me. After that we have to write the subordinate clause as it is without doing any changes. So our complete sentence will be, the boy was asked by me if he had done his work. Okay. Next is everybody says that he is honest. Again two clauses are there in this sentence. The main clause is everybody says. Subordinate clause is he is honest. So we have to follow the same rule. We have to start the sentence with it, and we have to convert only main clause into passive voice, that is everybody says. So passive voice, it will be it is said, and then we have to write the same subordinate clause that we are having here. So the complete sentence will be, it is said that he is honest. Okay, so in this way we have to convert any sentence in which we are having two clauses into passive voice. Next, let's see what we are having. Now suppose in active voice we are having this structure, that is subject plus be plus to plus verbs first form plus object. So in this way we have to convert the sentence. How? Let's see. The example we are having, he is to consult the doctor. It means we are having to plus first form. Okay, so suppose we are having to plus first form in the sentence of the active voice, then while converting that sentence in the passive voice, what we have to do? We have to write be here. Okay, हमें to के साथ में क्या ऐड करना है? be ऐड करना है. So active voice is he is to consult the doctor and the passive voice will be the doctor is to be consulted by him. Okay, हम थर्ड फॉर्म कर रहे हैं. कंसल्ट को हमने कंसल्टेट कर दिया, थर्ड फॉर्म हमने कर दी और हमने टू के साथ में बी ऐड करा है. दिस इज द चेंज दैट वी हैव टू डू. One more example, you were to post this urgent letter. Again we are having to plus first form in the active voice. So in the passive voice we have to write to plus be. Okay, so passive voice will be this urgent letter was to be posted by you. Next, one more structure we are having. In this structure we are having subject plus have to. So suppose हमारे sentence में have to हमें दिया हुआ है. Like in this sentence we are having soldiers have to obey orders. So when we are having have to, then also we have to add be. Okay, and we have to write have to be. Okay, हमें be add करना है to के साथ में. So passive voice will be orders have to be obeyed by the soldiers. Next, one more important thing that we are having here. So let's read prepositions other than by. So this is the thing that I have told you earlier also in the previous videos, that we are having some cases, certain situations when we don't write by as a conjunction, and at that time we are having some other prepositions that we have to use, that we have to write as the conjunction. So now we are having this table here. We are having certain words, and if these are the words in our active voice, so with these words we don't write by. With these words we have to write these particular prepositions only. Okay, so students, you have to learn this table, you have to learn all these words and the prepositions that are used with these words. So let's read. First of all, we are having pleased. So if we are having pleased, we have to write with. No के साथ में हमें लगाना है to. Interested will be there with in. Satisfied with. Astonished. Astonished is a synonym of surprised. So with astonished at. Displeased with. Disinterested in. We are having more. Dissatisfied with. Disgusted with. Dependent on. Amazed at. Annoyed at. Prepared for. Addicted to. Compared to. Knocked at. Invited to. Listen to. Quarreled with. Preferred to. So these are certain words, and when these words are there in our active voice, then while converting the sentence in the passive voice, we don't add by with the subject, but we have to add these prepositions as a conjunction, and after that we have to write our subject. So let's see some of the examples, and yes, you have to learn the table, right? So let's see the examples. The first one is she knows me. So in this sentence, she, this is the subject, knows, this is the main verb, and me, this is the object. No helping verb in the sentence, and we are having s with the first form. So yes, this is present simple tense. Okay, so now let's convert the sentence into passive voice. First of all, we will write the object. We are having me, so we have to change the case, and me, it will be I. Next, we are adding helping verb. So in present simple tense, we have to use is, are or am. When we are having I, so obviously हम am use करेंगे, right? After that we are writing third form of the main verb. she हो जाएगा her, and now यहाँ पे by की जगह हमने क्या लिखा है? to लिखा है. why? because when we are having known, तो उसके बाद हम by नहीं लगाते हैं. we have to use to here, and the passive voice will be I am known to her. Okay. Next is this tumbler contains water. Again, it's a passive active voice sentence. We are having this tumbler as a subject, contains main verb, and water, yes, this is the object. And when we are converting this into passive voice, first of all we are writing water is as helping verb, contained third form of the main verb, and in the end of the sentence subject, that is this tumbler. But here before subject we are not writing by, we are writing in. Why? Because with this particular word that is contained, we have to write in only, and the passive voice will be water is contained in this tumbler. Next example, his behavior surprised me. So when we will convert this sentence in the passive voice, we are not writing by his behavior, we are writing at his behavior. Okay, so when we are having this particular word, that is surprised, so after surprised we don't write by, we write at, and the sentence will be I was surprised at his behavior. So this point is again very important, and you have to learn the table, you have to learn all these words and the prepositions that are used along with these words. So इनमें से अगर कोई भी word आपको दिया गया है, so in the place of by you have to use all the prepositions that we have discussed, that we have read in the given table. Okay, so students, we have completed the entire topic of active and passive voice. We have discussed all the rules, and that too in a very detailed manner. We have seen so many examples also. So now I am sure that all the rules are clear to you all, and this topic active and passive voice, this is very easy to you all now, very clear to you all, and now you all are ready to solve the practice exercise, and now you are all ready to, you know, with your answers. And now this thing that we have to convert the sentence from active into passive voice, it will be very easy for you all, right? So in the next video we will do some of the practice exercise, we will see some of the sentence, and together we will convert the sentence from active into passive voice. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.